So today, Facebook launched the birthday recap video that compiles all of your birthday wishes that your friends send into a nice little video package. Because as Facebook really wants to convince us, video is the future. To celebrate this new feature, Molly McHugh from The Ringer wrote a piece about the death grip that Facebook has on our birthdays. Thanks for joining us, Molly.
Hey, guys. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming on. So you write that wishing people happy birthday on Facebook is nothing new. But as for the rest of it, the Facebook of today bears little resemblance to the Facebook of your college days. Talk a little bit about that.
Oh, man. Yeah, it looks nothing like it used to. I think anybody who remembers, 2004, 2005, when it first started and you signed on, this was like a very safe place for college kids. And now your entire family, your work colleagues are all on it. So it's super different. But the birthday thing has always been around. They didn't maybe push it as much. If you've noticed, maybe the notifications on people's birthdays have gotten a little more aggressive. They really want you to be like saying things to people on their birthdays, and they're adding all these features. But it's been there for a long time.
Yeah, I mean, the notification feature is only a few years old, but now it's not only like notifying people whose birthdays are today. It's like, here's some, next week, start planning a party for this person. There's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, there's a lot of social pressure involved in feeling like you have to say happy birthday to somebody too. It's definitely an option. You can not say anything, but it becomes weirder when, the more people that are on Facebook are doing it and you see all of your friends doing it. And there's certainly like an exchange of social capital kind of going on, which some researchers have looked into. And it definitely seems to be true that we're doing this partially just because everyone else is doing it.
Yeah. So you quote a paper by Bill Blytheway where he says, the strength and reciprocity of personal relationships is often tested by the ability to remember birthdays. But I mean, do you think that still works in this day and age where we all know that we're being reminded? It's not something that's
right,
actually,
that's a really good
it's
point.
just all we did was log into Facebook to get that reminder?
I mean, I think it's definitely still important. Think about if no one said happy birthday to you, or if you did sign on to Facebook on your birthday and there was nothing there, you'd be pretty surprised, right? Like we've come to expect this. So maybe it's, kind of in the way that you used to be able to remember maybe your closest 5 friends' phone numbers. And now you have no idea because you have an iPhone. I think it might be kind of like that. Maybe you used to be able to remember a small amount of birthdays, and now it's going to get smaller and smaller, and this is just going to be a function we rely on in order to say happy birthday to people.
Which is very good for Facebook. They've got a million different ways to kind of keep you locked into their service, but being the primary place that you are reminded of your good friends' birthdays, is actually a really good lock-in to a certain degree. One of the things that I liked from your article, you said the kind of thought around using Facebook as a way to wish happy birthday and all that kind of stuff is, and you say, I do want you to have a happy birthday, but I also want you to know that I want you to have a happy birthday. And that kind of ties in, I think, a little bit with what you were saying, Megan, that there's like, to a certain degree, it's nice because at least they know that you care and that, that you're reaching out because you want to say happy birthday, but it still kind of goes back to you, right? Especially when you're talking about a social network.
Yeah, there's definitely some selfishness involved, which is not surprising. Everybody has a motive. One of the papers that I looked into, they looked into like why some people who got the most happy birthdays, and it turned out to be women who were in a relationship, and part of that was that you had a more active social circle, and part of it was that you had your significant other social circle. But then they also saw that like one of the reasons people were comfortable maybe wishing someone a happy birthday was that if they were attracted to them, there was no rejection possible because they're in a relationship and it's okay. And you're just doing this lightweight action that everyone else is doing. So it's okay. And it's like a little less personal than, sending a text message that you never get a response to or something. So there's definitely some self-preservation involved in all of this.
Exactly. So, we always see Snapchat trying to be like Facebook, Twitter trying to be like Facebook. Do any of the other social networks, are they even attempting to
capitalize on this?
I don't even know what it is. I called it a death grip before, but are they making any effort into this, or are they just like, oh, Facebook's won this one, we give up?
Definitely people are doing little things to, send birthday reminders. I think LinkedIn even sends a few birthday reminders. Snapchat puts a little icon next to your username. Twitter, that you have the option of adding your birthday now, and you get like a little animation. But nobody is really pushing it like this. There isn't a place we all go to wish someone happy birthday en masse. Like if you see it on Twitter, it's like, oh, I had no idea this was their birthday. That's cool. But it's not, I don't wake up to a notification from any other social network telling me it's somebody's birthday.
I will say that there is a downside to all of your however many friends on Facebook wishing you a happy birthday, is that you then have the job late that night of going on and liking every single post. Or at some point you end up giving up on it. But there were a couple of years there where I felt like it was my duty. Like, you went out of your way to wish me a happy birthday, and I want to show you that I appreciate that. So then you go through the list and you like every single one. It's like work.
That's supposed to be this new feature Facebook sends you. So the next day you can just send it out with a thanks guys for all of these. That's part of the reason they are instituting it. So you have the option of never liking another happy birthday post again. It's out there now.
I know. Apparently I died inside at some point.
It's amazing to me that Facebook is basically putting ads on our guilt. Essentially, like that's what it is. You know, a lot of people, I'm like, oh gosh, I gotta wish this person happy birthday. I mean, after my birthday this year, I kind of made a joke about it. I was like, thank you so much for everyone who wished me happy birthday, and everyone who didn't, I know who you are, and you're, a jerk. And I was just joking, and all of the next day, like, people were like, I'm so sorry, happy birthday.
Man, I missed it. Like, you're talking to me.
Yeah. It's just, they know everybody has, like you say in the article, like this is one thing everyone has. Not everyone has cute pictures of puppies or cats or kids, but they all have birthdays.
Yeah, it's like the lowest entry to participation in something. Everybody has a birthday, and it's such a lightweight action to participate in. Going out and looking through all of somebody's vacation photos and deciding to comment or like one, that's a little bit more of an ask than, saying happy birthday. It's pretty easy.
Sure.
Well, Molly, thank you so much. Molly McHugh is the articles editor at The Ringer, and she's I am Molly McHugh on Twitter. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you, Molly.
Yeah, thanks, guys.